Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here today. Just a few housekeeping items before we get started. There is a Q&A button feature at the bottom of your screen, which you can use to ask questions to our presenters at any time. If you do have a question for a specific college, please be sure to mention that college within your question. Your camera and microphone are turned off so panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is also just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional ones as well. This presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same site where you registered. Now, without further ado, I'll turn it over to our first institution, which is Calumet College of St. Joseph.
Hello, thank you. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay. Hello, my name is Kelly Burns. I am one of the admissions counselors at Calumet College of St. Joseph. Okay, I just want to tell you a few things about the college. One of the things about Calumet College is that we are one of the most affordable private colleges in Indiana. So we're like really 20 minutes from Chicagoland area. So you kind of get the out-of-state feel, but you're still in Indiana. Another thing that we pride ourselves is that we are committed to making your education affordable. So we have scholarships available for those that qualify, grants, federal aid again for students that qualify, and state aid for our Indiana residents that attend with us as well. And usually about 94% of our traditional students, they receive financial aid to help them pay for school. Another thing that we pride ourselves with is that we have a small class size. Our class sizes are usually between 10 to 1 student-teacher ratio, and that's even before COVID, we had small classes. Calumet College is a school where everybody knows your name. And when I say everybody, your professors know you by first and by last name. And that's really a good thing. So when you get to your major and it starts to get hard, you can go and talk to them and they can kind of help you and assist you with your next steps in your career. So that's one of the great things about going to our school is that it's small. Again, our campus is just 5 blocks from Lake Michigan. If you've ever been to Whiting, again, like I said, it's 20 minutes from Chicago. We have a lot of shops, from coffee shops to restaurants to theaters. Whiting is a nice small town. We even have a beach where a lot of our students go if they want to go walking or jogging before it gets too cold. We also have a bonfires doing homecoming, which allows students to bond and really get to know each other. Okay, for my students who are interested in clubs, we have a plethora of clubs to choose from, whether it's drama, whether it's from our BSU to our Veterans Club, you name it, we have a club for that. And if it's a club that you don't see on our website, you're welcome to start a club. As long as you have like 5 or more people, you're welcome to do so. And then for my athletes, for those that are looking to play a sport in college, we do have a recruiting form that's on our website too. So if you're interested in dance, for example, or basketball, or even some sort of softball or baseball, you can do that too as well. Fill out that recruitment form, let the coach see you, and he or she will give you a call and try to have you come in and try out for the team. We have housing on campus too as well for those that are interested. It's brand new. We just built them back in April of last year, so they're affordable in minutes from campus. They even have washer and dryers in the units, and if you want to live with your friends, you have that option too as well for those that are interested in living in housing. We do have career services as well. Our career service team actually helps you with coaching preparation for college and for jobs. They help you with internships and job listings, and they can also help you with your career assessment and trying to figure out what are you going to do next. They can assist you with that too as well. Again, we pride ourselves because we're a small Catholic institution located like 20 minutes from Chicago and Lake Michigan, and we are one of the most diverse colleges in Indiana, and we pride ourselves on that. Diversity is what makes our school, and it's what makes us. Okay, so if you're looking for a diverse school with a great education and small class sizes, then we would be the school for you. At the bottom of our screen gives you our website if you'd like to look for more information or you want to give us a call or if you would like to apply. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Up next, we have Herzing University.
Hi, good evening. Let me see if I can share my screen here with you guys. All right. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. So my name is Kevin Wallach. I am an admissions advisor at Herzing at our Kenosha location. If you're not familiar with Herzing, probably different than some of the other schools you'll see and hear about today. We are a non-traditional school. We don't have dorms or a football team. So if you're looking for, a fraternity or sorority, that's not us. We are very career focused as a school. Our goal is really to get you in and get you through our programs quickly. We have a bunch of different options as far as programs go. We have associate's and bachelor's degrees. Our associate degrees can be completed in about 20 months, so a little bit less than 2 years. Our bachelor degrees can be completed in 3 years. So again, we want to get you in and get you through the programs quickly. So you graduate at a little bit younger age. Your friends are still in school paying for college and you're done already in your career a little bit faster. You see kind of on the right-hand side, we have different programs focusing mainly on healthcare. It's kind of where our bread and butter is, nursing in particular at the Kenosha campus. We have 10 campuses throughout the United States. Kenosha is our largest ground campus, about 600-700 students. About 95% of them are nursing students. So nursing is what we're known for here in the area. So if you're looking into nursing or going in the healthcare field, that's what the Kenosha campus is really well known for. Other than that, we also offer degrees in business, technology, and criminal justice and legal studies. Again, programs are accelerated. We do not have a wait list or petitioning process for our nursing programs. So if you are looking into nursing, that's something to keep in mind. It's all direct acceptance. So as long as you meet the admissions criteria, you're in the programs, everything is set up for you ahead of time. We do a lot of the scheduling for students. So we take a lot of the work out of your hands. So you don't have to worry about, what class do I have to take? When do I take it? Got to take this class before this class. We do all that work for you. Beyond that, we also have several pathways for students to get you from point A to point B in your career. So using nursing as an example, you can start off with us with your LPN program for a licensed practical nurse. That's a year to complete. You can then come back and pursue your bachelor's degree with us if you want to go further with your nursing career. We have a transfer credit option that transfers in credits from your LPN. And we also have our master's degrees. So if you want to even go further in the future, pursue a nurse practitioner, or if you're in our business programs and pursue your MBA, we have those options for students as well. We're very hands-on with our programs. On campus, we have our simulation labs. We just moved our campus in Kenosha, brand new facility, new simulation labs, new furniture, right off the lake, beautiful location. Lots of that hands-on experience. So we want to make sure that you're getting that practice throughout the program. Kind of like you probably hear as well with other schools, again, very career focused. So you'll work with a career services advisor throughout the program, throughout your time with us in all programs. And they'll work with you on resume writing, interviewing skills. The whole point of getting a degree is to get into that career that you're looking for. So that's what we're focused on, is getting you through and getting you into that career. The university as a whole, we're regionally accredited through the Higher Learning Commission. We're a private, not-for-profit university. There are scholarship opportunities for students as well as financial aid options. And the other thing I'll mention too, and kind of wrap up here for you guys, if you're familiar with Kenosha, we're right over the border of Illinois. I'm from Gurnee, Illinois, originally, Six Flags. So we're about 25 minutes from there. So right over the border, right off the lake, like I mentioned before. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation. As a reminder for our participants, if you do have questions for any of the colleges you're seeing today, definitely don't hesitate to put those into the Q&A. Up next, we have the University of Akron.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Cassie Cunningham, and I'm one of the admission counselors at the University of Akron, and I'm excited to share some information real quick about the University of Akron, which is located in Akron, Ohio, about 6 hours away from Chicago, depending on the traffic, 5.5 to 6 hours. The University of Akron houses over 17,000 students, and our over 17,000 students choose to attend our public institution for a lot of different reasons. The first being our outstanding academic programs. We offer over 200 different majors to choose from. And within those programs, we provide a wide variety of opportunities for real world and hands-on experiences. And because of these experiences, we do have a 92% job placement rate within 6 months of graduation, or even sooner than that. So our students either have a job within their field or have decided to continue their education in a master's program or a graduate school of some kind. We also have a beautiful and safe campus with more than 80 different buildings on a campus that's about 218 acres. And throughout campus, we have over 340 different ways to get involved. We also are a Division I athletic program. We participate in the Mid-American Conference, or the MAC. And Akron itself is Ohio's 5th largest city. So there are a lot of opportunities, both personally and professionally, for you in Akron, including a number of Fortune 500 companies for hands-on experiences, plenty of recreational activities, great restaurants. We have some art museums in Akron, a minor league baseball team, and a national park that's not too far away from our campus. Here we have a list of popular areas of study. We, like I said, have over 200. So if you want to see a full comprehensive list, you can go to uakron.edu/academics. Our average class size, though, is between 25 and 30 students, and 95% of our classes have less than 50. So even though we have over, like I said, 17,000 students, we do keep our class sizes relatively small. Here we have our academic or admissions application process. We accept applications either through our website or through the Common App. Either one is fine. We are test optional for the class of 2021 and 22. So the only item that I need from students when they apply is their high school transcript, which can be sent through Naviance, Parchment, email, whatever is most convenient for your counselor. It takes about a week for us to review your application on average, and then you'll receive an admissions decision from us. We have a few different options for students who want to live on campus with us. We have traditional, non-traditional, apartment, and gender-neutral housing options. Regardless of the style of residence hall you decide to live in, all of the items on the bulleted side on the right-hand side are standard amenities to our residence halls. A few things to note is they all have high-speed internet, cable TV, central air, and free laundry in every single residence hall. Our students also have the opportunity to choose not only the residence hall that they live in, but also the room within that hall. So our residence hall selection process is very similar to Ticketmaster. Our honors program is also test optional. So if you're interested in applying, as long as you have above a 3.5 cumulative GPA, you can go ahead and apply for the Williams Honors College admission. Students who are admitted to the program receive the additional perks listed on the left-hand side. The early deadline to apply is January 4th, and then the regular deadline is April 1st. So if you're a senior, you still have a little bit of time. If you're a rising senior, just a few dates to keep in mind. We have a few different scholarship programs that make the University of Akron super affordable. So just a few to mention, we have our Akron Guarantee Scholarship, which is provided to students automatically as long as they have a 3.0 cumulative GPA. We also have our Akron Advantage Award, which is specific to you all as an out-of-state student and residents of Illinois. This is also automatically awarded to every student who has a 3.0 cumulative GPA and live out of state. This is a $3,000 automatic scholarship. So again, if you have that 3.0, there's nothing you need to do. You'll be receiving the Akron Guarantee and the Akron Advantage. Students can also apply for additional scholarships through our website linked below, because we do have some different application-based scholarships. But I just wanted to focus on our Akron Guarantee Scholarship because it's pretty unique. We have an initial award based off of your GPA, anywhere between $1,000 and $7,500. Again, with a 3.0 cumulative, you will automatically receive somewhere in between $1,000 and $7,500. In addition to the scholarship being renewable, we are also going to give you more money as you make progress towards your degree. So after 30, 60, and 90 credit hours, we will be automatically upgrading your scholarship by $500, $750, and $1,000. And that does build based off of your initial award that ranges anywhere from $1,000 to $7,500. Here we have our list of our tuition and fees for our class of 2021. So we did just recently announce yesterday that our tuition and fees will be staying the same for the 2020-21 school year. So we will not be seeing any increases in the next school year at all. We also have reduced our housing rates by up to 30%. saving students up to $2,500 on their housing rate. So these are updated as of yesterday. So our out-of-state tuition fees, living on campus, everything like that, full student package is anywhere between 24 and 27 as an out-of-state student. We also have a number of ways for you to connect with us virtually and in person. You can check out our website, uakron.edu/visit, to see up-to-date opportunities to visit us both in person and virtually. This is my contact information. Again, my name is Cassie Cunningham, and I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Admission at the University of Akron. And you can feel free to call, text, or email me if you have any questions or if there's anything that I can do to help. But thank you all for being here this evening, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to connect with you in the future.
Thank you so much for that presentation. Up next, we have Indiana State University.
Let's see. I don't know if I can see my screen. Sorry, you guys. Well, we're just gonna go with what we have. So first of all, welcome. I'm Lisa Winker. I am the Chicago Regional Admissions Coordinator for Indiana State University. Let me tell you a little bit about our institution. We have just under 11,000 students. We're all inclusive, and we are located in Terre Haute, Indiana. I cannot see my notes, and so I'm kind of sorry about this. Maybe. I apologize. There we go. So like I said, we're a mid-sized public institution with a student enrollment of just under 11,000 students. 2/3 of our classes have less than 30 students, which provides the opportunity for a lot of individualized attention. We also are the most diverse public residential student population in Indiana. So academics at Indiana State are more than just bookwork. We have a wide range of exciting majors and minors, provide 100% of the experiential learning. We are a research institution and a teaching college, and we offer endless hands-on and research opportunities for our undergrad and graduate students. Our large honors program puts theory into practice, working with our professors on research projects. Students aren't stuck waiting until grad school to have that experience. They get that opportunity right from freshman year. Learning experiences with innovative programs which benefit our greater community are woven into nearly every academic program. So let's talk about some of our most popular and key programs. Our nationally ranking College of Business includes our highly rated insurance and risk management. Criminology and criminal justice are our most popular majors. And we also have a very well-known communications, sciences, and disorders major. In addition, we offer engineering and engineering technology programs. Our aviation, education, nursing, health, and pre-professional sciences are also very fantastic, but they do require additional applications within that admissions process. So I don't want to also forget that we also have a niche program that has 100% job placement, and that's our engineering packaging, our packaging engineering and technology program. And we also have a wonderful sought after psychology program as well. So our incoming students are required to live on campus their freshman year in one of our 14 newly renovated resident halls. So if you love food as much as I do, there are 18 different dining locations on campus and even more options just off of campus grounds. There are over 260 clubs and organizations, including 28 chapters of National Greek Life. Matter of fact, that's 29. We do have a new Latina sorority on campus. We also have a lot of fun things to do on campus as well as in Terre Haute. A sample of some of our unique clubs might include our National Drag Racing team and Quidditch team. Indiana State also has a lot of traditions, including our annual tandem race and tricycle derby, of course, homecoming. We are Division I and part of the Missouri Valley Conference, and we also offer competitive club and intramural sports. Come on, why isn't it clicking? There it goes. So go ahead, take a quick screenshot of this slide. Any unconditionally admitted Illinois students will be at that interstate scholars price point on this chart. Students from Illinois with a 3.0 or higher will automatically receive the Midwest Achievement Scholarship of $2,000, which once you apply that will lower your tuition down to $9,942, which is just in reach of that in-state cost. We offer a lot of other merit scholarships and that are also stackable and renewable. We have competitive scholarships too that are really fantastic. Some, like our President's Scholarship, include complete in-state tuition, room and board, and a study abroad stipend. So you might be wondering about our admission requirements. So we are test optional for general admission. We do not require an essay on our application. We save that for our competitive scholarships, and the average incoming student has a 3.29 GPA. So living on campus, you're going to be right in the heart of what we refer to as Paradise. The Haute offers a small, cozy town feel and the conveniences of city life. The city population has just over about 60,000, but really everything you could want is at your fingertips. Terre Haute is also settled along the banks of the Wabash River. It celebrates rich history, brims with cultural activities, and there's lots of parks. A couple fun facts about Terre Haute is that we are original home of the iconic tapered Coca-Cola bottle and Clabber Girl baking powder. Our 435-acre campus is located at the northern part of the downtown, contained kind of in a bubble in that city. It's filled with tons of lush trees and award-winning sustainable landscape. Our sycamores make a huge impact on our community, as we have performed over 1.25 million hours of community service. Our students really hit the ground running and easily adapt to change, and employers really love that about our graduates. In fact, our grads enjoy a 99% placement, and on average, they earn a starting salary of $57,000 a year. First of all, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to learn more about Indiana State University. I'd love to provide you with further personalized information, so please feel free to contact me. Thanks again, and go Sycamores.
Thank you very much for giving us that presentation. Up next, we have Concordia University of Chicago.
Awesome. So just give me 1 second. Let me just get here my screen going. Okay, perfect. So first off, thank you so much for spending some of your evening with us today, learning more about colleges. I know some of you guys are juniors, some are seniors, still kind of going through this process. I will be going pretty quick, but just as a kind of disclaimer, there are QR codes throughout the presentation. So if you just want a little bit more information about that specific screen or that specific area, feel free to scan that QR code and it'll bring you up to our website. And again, this is Concordia University, Chicago. So just a little bit about Concordia University. You may have heard of us, you may not necessarily, but that's okay because that's what I'm here to tell you about. We are located in River Forest, Illinois, so just right outside the city of Chicago, just about like 20 minutes away from actual downtown Chicago. We are more of a small private liberal arts university. We have around 1,500 to 2,000 or so undergrad students. That would probably put about like 15 to 17 students or so per class. So definitely smaller, cozier, just more comfortable for you to ask questions, to foster relationships with your classmates, but also with your professors. With our dorms and our facilities, we do not require our students to live on campus. We do, however, have all of the different dorms from various styles, from traditional to even apartment style, just depending on your preference. If you did want to live on campus, we do get a really good population of out-of-state students. Florida, Texas, California are some of our bigger states. Other facilities include 3 different library study halls. We have our state-of-the-art gymnasium. We have our science building. So there's a lot of different facilities all in place to help you be successful here. Leading into our academics here at Concordia, we offer over 70 different academic programs. On the screen, you're only seeing a sampling of our larger and more popular programs. Education is by far our largest, psych, business. We do have some in the health sciences, nursing, your pre-med, pharmacy. But then we have other programs as well, such as social work. We have art therapy, which is really awesome. We have sports management, criminal justice. Again, we do have a little bit of everything. One of the really nice things about Concordia is that you can mix and match your programs. So if you are kind of in between two different fields, you can make one a major, make the second one a minor. If you're up for the challenge, you can certainly make it a double major as well. And so it's kind of nice that your advisors are going to work with you and making sure that you are either picking the right program if you're still not sure, which is completely fine as well, or if you are sure but you're kind of in between two different programs, they'll help you kind of make the best out of both of them. Besides academics, we have lots of different extracurriculars that you can be part of. If you are a student athlete, Concordia is part of NCAA Division III in athletics. So we have over 17 different team sports, your football, basketball, soccer, lacrosse, track, cross country, volleyball, and whatnot. If you're not a student athlete, maybe you're more musically inclined. We have quite a number of music ensembles that do tour throughout the Midwest, and then they also do take some international trips. We have both instrumental and vocal musical ensembles, and then in just a little bit we will also be talking about our music scholarships. If you're neither an athlete or musically inclined, there are plenty of different clubs and organizations that you can be part of. We have different specific ethnic groups. We have first generation groups that can be of support. We have esports, which is really popular right now. So again, I will be certain that you're going to find something here at Concordia. Moving on to our student services, I think a lot of this is probably my favorite slide, just because you go to college to be successful, right? We want an education, we want a career when we graduate, and all of that comes through our student services. So here at Concordia, the first thing is that you have a support system when you get here. It's a whole team that's in your corner for those good moments, but also for those challenging moments, which we know are, kind of be happening. But that's composed of some advisors. You have some professors in there in your own field, success coaches, peer mentors. So students who have already gone through the process are there to help you and guide you through this process. We house all of our Student Success Center in one building. So in there, you can find our career services, which are very helpful with our internships. Kind of the nice thing is that all of our programs in some way or shape or form have some type of hands-on experience. So whether that be an internship, field experience hours, practicum hours, or whatnot. And so career services is your outlet to making these connections to all of these different work places. Mental health counseling, we also have a clinic on campus. So, we also want to take care of you mentally and physically right now. At this moment, our health clinic is taking COVID tests. As we are, gearing up for the fall, we hope to also be providing our COVID vaccines there for our students, as we are planning to return to in-person in the coming fall. We also have a food pantry on campus. So, we all come from different backgrounds with different stories. You just need, something, an extra meal or whatnot. We have the food pantry there available with some other resources as well. And academically, of course, that's where the focus is, that you are successful academically. And so we have our Academic Center for Excellence that offers you free tutoring in every subject, every class. We have a writing lab, a math lab. I love the writing lab when I was a student there, just because I'm not the greatest writer and I needed someone to always double check my grammar. And if you are someone who has an IEP or a 504 plan or some type of accommodation in high school, we will certainly and gladly take it over and transfer here at Concordia, because we know that those resources have been successful for you, and we want to continue that success here as well. Here's the snapshot of campus. So here you can see some of our athletic fields. You can see some of our dorms, some of our halls. You can see our parking lot, because we have about a 50-50 student body of commuters and residential students who live on campus. So now kind of jumping into your next steps. If you're a junior, it's kind of nice to take note of this. If you are a senior, it's also important to take note of this, just because Concordia doesn't have a deadline for application. So if you are still looking for a school potentially, Concordia might be a good place for you to apply. For my juniors in the room, Concordia's application for this coming fall will open July the 1st. It is a super free, easy application. There are no fees or essays or letter recommendations, so such an easy application for you to fill out. And then, of course, filling out your FAFSA as well is important. We do offer 100% of our students that get accepted a scholarship. That's going to depend on your GPA and your extracurriculars. So it's important that you're getting involved as much as possible and that you're maintaining your GPA high, even regardless if you are doing the remote learning. And here's another snapshot of campus. And then last but not least, here is my contact information. Again, my name is Sandra Hernandez. I'm one of the counselors here. You can follow us on social medias. You can reach out through email or through phone, and we will be gladly answering any questions that you have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that presentation. As a final reminder to our participants, if you do have questions, definitely don't hesitate to drop those into the Q&A. We're very happy to answer those. Our last institution for this webinar is the University of Illinois at Chicago.
So I'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Agbaviaka, and I'm admissions counselor for UIC. I'm also joined today with me with my coworker, Rachel, who's going to be in the chat if any students have any questions as I'm presenting. So I'll go ahead and get started. I represent the University of Illinois at Chicago, one of the sister schools in the University of Illinois system. UIC, like the name implies, is located in the city of Chicago. So this is an idea of where our campus is. We're the largest school in the city of Chicago with right around 22,000 undergraduate students, around 33,000 graduate students and professionals all included. But we do have a traditional style of campus right in the middle of the city. So it gives you that campus feel that you might get at a campus in a rural area. It's a really great opportunity for students to get into internships and other job opportunities that will only really be available because we're so close to the downtown area. And we provide all of our students with the Venture Card, which is a U-Pass that gets you on the buses and trains in the city of Chicago for free, as long as you're a full-time student and classes are in session. So getting to those job opportunities, getting to those internships, or even commuting from home is all really easy at UIC. So this is like our bragging slide. We're listed as one of the best public colleges in the country and also one of the best value colleges, as well as most transformative, which we think just means what we're giving you as an experience as a student. But if you're wondering what you can do as a UIC student, here are a couple of your options. These are some of our academic programs we have available in the colleges here. So there's liberal arts and sciences, the College of Education, business administration, architecture, design, and the arts, engineering, and then CUPA, which is urban planning and public affairs. So there's a lot of different options. There's over 100 majors to choose from, around 76 minors, and you can double major, double minor, and have a pre-professional goal, which is not a major, but if you're a pre-med student, pre-nursing, pre-dentistry, anything like that, it's just a great way to add on to your major to make sure you're a really competitive student for a graduate level program when you graduate from UIC or finish the requirements. So UIC isn't just about what you can do inside of the classroom, it's also outside of the classroom. So we're a Research 1 university, and basically what that means is we're the highest level of research that schools can be given. So for UIC, that means we get around $400 million of sponsored research funds in a year, and we use that for our professors who are required to do some type of research in their field. So that's a really great way to know that your professors are active in the fields that they are teaching you in. But it's also for our students to get involved in research as well. So you can get funded to do some of that research. A couple of ways you can do research is through any of these experiences. So one is the undergraduate research experience. It's through the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, but other colleges like engineering or the College of Architecture, Design, and Arts have similar programs. And this just pays students to do some type of research. So all you need to do is apply to the program, propose an idea. It can either be your own individual research or research with a professor, and then you'll be paid to complete this research over the course of a year. There's also programs like the Innovation Center, which hosts classroom spaces. These are collaborative classrooms, so you can work with students from all different majors. Like if you're a business major, you'll be working with engineering students, liberal arts students, and also architecture students on projects given to you by companies. In the past, we've had companies like Caterpillar, the construction company, or NASA, and they present a problem for students or a product design, and the students spend the whole year working on it and then present it to the company for a grade, but also for real feedback they can use for going forward in their research. And then lastly is the Electronic Visualization Laboratory. That's just a really cool space where you can visualize a bunch of different things In the background of this picture, they're looking at brain cells, but it's also used by the computer science program for video game development and the architecture program for modeling their 3D models of buildings and other things that they've built. We're also all about the experience of students on campus. And one thing about UIC is we're one of the most diverse schools in the country. So UIC doesn't have any ethnic or cultural majority on campus. We're a large population, first generation students and multilingual students, but diversity for us doesn't just mean your race or ethnicity. We're also talking about students from all over the country, students from all over the world, students from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and students from different gender or sexual identities. So there's a lot of things to experience on campus, and to support all of these students, we have our 7 centers for cultural change and understanding that really are just there to make sure students feel at home, no matter what your identity is. So on to the application process. Students apply through the Common Application, and for the class of 2021 and the incoming class of 2022, we do not require students to submit a test score, so we are test optional. On top of that, we'll need your transcripts, and then we're looking at the whole student, so you can send in a personal statement as a part of your application. We also do accept up to 2 letters of recommendation, and then we're taking a look at all of the things that you send to us, whether that's your personal achievements or just the type of classes you're taking as opposed to what you're applying for. Please keep in mind that we do accept transfer students, so if you're considering going to a 2-year university or a 2-year college and coming to UIC or another university, that's totally fine as well. In order to make that as smooth a process as possible, you want to use transferology, but if you have questions about that, please do let us know. And then for deadlines, this year our deadline is around April 1st, but going into next year for all of our juniors, the deadline's probably going to be right around January 15th to February 1st. Really quickly, our tuition and fees, in-state students is right around $14,000, and that's the only thing you're required to pay. Tuition fees are locked in for 4 years, so that's really great for students to know what you're budgeting for the next 4 years. And then living on campus, campus housing meal plans, and then health insurance are estimated because you're not required to do any of those things at UIC. We do have both merit-based and need-based scholarships, and the great thing about our merit-based scholarships is that they're automatic at UIC, so when you're applying to UIC, you're automatically applying for scholarships, but otherwise our need-based scholarships are through the FAFSA and through the Illinois Rise Act application if you're not eligible to submit the FAFSA. And then that is the end of the presentation, so if you have any questions and you can't think of them now, go ahead and send us an email at admissions@uic.edu or head to discover.uic.edu. Thank you very much for allowing me to present to you.
Thank you everyone for giving us more information about your respective institutions. I'm going to invite all my panelists to come back to answer a question to give you guys a little more insight to their favorite things that they offer at their institutions. So the question we'll be answering is, what is your favorite event or tradition on your campus? And we will start with Calumet.
Yes, our favorite event would be around homecoming time. I would say when we have the bonfires around Lake Michigan, it's just a really good way for students to bond with each other and have a chance to get to know each other while, you know, having that camaraderie together.
Herzing University.
Like kind of mentioned, we don't have football teams or anything like that on campus. A cool thing that we do have a campus dog. That's pretty cool. His name is Casey. Stands for Kenosha campus. I think he's 3 or 4 years old. He might be a little bit older, but we had found him outside years ago, abandoned, his little puppy. So he's always grown up with us. He sniffs everyone on campus. He comforts everyone, especially nursing students. It's stressful. So he walks around and we have toys we throw for him. He goes in all the classrooms and just hangs out. So that's kind of a cool thing we have on campus to kind of help all the students feel a little bit more comfortable and at home.
University of Akron.
My favorite tradition at the University of Akron is our rival game against Kent State University, which is about 15 minutes away from our campus. It's another very large public institution that's also a MAC competitor, which is our Mid-American Conference Division I athletic program. And it's our wagon wheel challenge. When our founder, John R. Buchtel, was finding a spot to, start the University of Akron, he went back and forth from Akron to Kent to try to find the perfect spot. And during his travels, over 150 years ago, he lost one of his wagon wheels. And a few years ago, someone found that, and Kent State thinks it's rightfully theirs. We think it's rightfully ours. So every time we play Kent State, we are competing for the wagon wheel. So it goes back and forth between the two very large institutions in Ohio.
Indiana State.
Well, I did already mention, homecoming and the trike derbies and things like that. But I really think that new student orientation is really awesome because you learn so much already about our school through, through hands-on type things. You get to meet some people that are going to end up being your lifelong friends and possibly people that you will live on on your floor. So, outside of the ordinary that a lot of people talk about, I think one of our great events is new student orientation called State Startup.
Concordia?
Yeah, so some of you may know this, some of you may not, but there are 7 other Concordias around the whole United States. And so in January, we host our version of March Madness, which is just happening now. But it's just with the Concordias. And so we definitely fight to be the best one here in Chicago. And it's also fun because every campus gets a turn hosting it. And so if it's not of our campus, let's say it's in Michigan, then we take a whole full fan buses and we get out to Michigan and show Chicago some support. So definitely a good time.
And then University of Illinois, Chicago.
I would say my favorite event is probably Spark in the Park, and that's our annual concert. So it's a free concert for our UIC students, and they bring pretty big name acts. Like in the past, we've had Travis Scott, Young Thug, and Chance the Rapper, and 21 Pilots. So there's a lot of really great artists that come, and students can, if they're performers, open for these artists, or if they're just a really big fan, get VIP tickets for free as well, which is really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today, both panelists and presenters and participants as well. When you guys close this window, there will be a quick 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback you can give to us as well. There are more sessions after this and tomorrow, so definitely go back and sign up for more. And the sessions recording will be available at the same site where you registered in about a week. Again, thank you all for joining us today and have a good evening.